have been complied with and satisfied, and that the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time, place, and conduct of all public meetings of the Rent Control Board of the City of New Brunswick, has been filed with the city clerk and placed on the appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of the City Hall, 78 Baird Street, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper of the City of New Brunswick, namely the Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger. Next on the agenda is the roll call.
If I can interrupt you, Madam Chair, I believe that Dan has an additional announcement to recite.
Yeah, so it's okay. So we're gonna bifurcate the Open Public Meetings Act announcement. I hope that's okay, James. Is that okay?
That's fine, Dan.
All right, let me jump in. I may be redundant. I'm just going to go through my whole thing just so that I don't miss anything. So I apologize for any redundancies, or if any, because I'm reading this off the sheet from the board. If I say planning board by accident, I also apologize. Please be advised that the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been complied with and satisfied, and that the annual notice, which gives sufficient notice of the time, place, conduct of all public meetings of the Rent Control Board of the City of New Brunswick, has been filed with the city clerk and placed on an appropriate bulletin board and posted in the back vestibule of City Hall, visible to the public through the windows in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspapers of the City of New Brunswick, namely the Home News Tribune and Star Ledger. Additionally, a change of location notice of the time, place, and manner, change of location and special meeting notice of the time, place, and manner of conducting this meeting has been made by the Office of Rent Control, as is required by law, and is posted in the back vestibule of City Hall, visible to the public through the windows in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to official newspapers of the Home News Tribune and Star Ledger. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy has issued executive orders limiting the sizes of public gatherings of individuals until further notice. Furthermore, the CDC has issued guidelines to limit gatherings of groups. The City Rent Control Board intends to meet on a regular schedule and will utilize the guidelines of the Open Public Meetings Act by utilizing teleconferencing and video systems. Public participation at public meetings has been revised, and the public may participate through a conference call or video system. The public is encouraged to call into the conference call system through the phone numbers and access codes transmitted in the above notice to the Home News Tribune and Star Ledger, and posted in the back vestibule of City Hall, visible to the public through the windows. That is inapplicable. During the portions of the meeting that are not open for public comment, all callers from the public will be muted, and the board will not be able to hear any comment through the conference call system. During the public comment periods, I will first read public comments issued to the board. Those on the conference call in lines who have interest in addressing the board will be first organized by last name and then called upon to speak. After all organized members of the public speak, the process will happen again until all the public has had an opportunity to speak once and for no more than 5 minutes in any given public meeting portion. A timer will time at the completion of each 5-minute period, and I will notify you that your time has expired.
Okay, thank you, Dan. All right, Madam Chair.
Roll call.
Sam Benson.
Here.
Wendy Stellatella.
Here.
Barbara Blackwell.
Here.
Thank you. Marie Katniss, not present. Carmen Lopez, not present. Roll call complete.
Next on the agenda is the salute to the flag, Pledge of Allegiance. Does anyone have a flag handy?
I do.
No.
We can begin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag.
of the United States of America,
United States of America.
which stands
The Republic for
Public
which it stands,
Under God.
one nation, under God,
Under God.
liberty and justice for all.
next on the agenda are the approval of the minutes from February 25th, 2020. Has anybody had a chance to review them? Are there any comments, questions, concerns?
I will make a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay. Anybody have a second?
Second that.
Skip Benson. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is I'm sorry, there was some feedback. Is communications and reports, Maria, is there anything that needs to get discussed or
The
reported?
Rent Control Office has no communication and reports. If the board attorney has any communications or reports, he may speak now.
All right, thank you, Maria. So the only thing I'd like to add is that we still have the ongoing litigation matter that we discussed last month. I believe our answer has been submitted, and I believe the tenants in that matter are also trying to get an answer filed. And I think that's about it for the time being.
Okay, then there's no other communications at this time.
Next on the agenda is any public comments?
Dan, are you viewing any public as called in?
It's hard to say. Let me think. So there's 8 people on the call-in. Drop me, Harding, 3 board members, 5 Maria, Brunswick today. There may be 1 person from the public. Or I'm bad at math. It's also possible.
Maria, this is James again. Just to cover ourselves, you know what? I'll put out the number here. So if there's anybody from the public that would like to call in and talk to the board,
Mm-hmm.
the number is 408-418-9388. And the access code is 173-386-4864.
All right. I would suggest that we move the agenda along. If somebody from the board calls, we'll go back to that.
Okay. At this time, there's no old business to discuss. So the next is the new business, in particular, the basic rent increase for 2021. Everybody should have received that information in their packet with regard to the consumer price calculation. If you look at December 2019 compared to August 2020, and the difference in the percent increase is 1.23%. However, based on the ordinance, that the minimum can be is 2.5% for an increase. Are there any questions, concerns with regard to the base rent increase for 2021?
Is there a motion to adopt the new base rent increase for 2021 at 2.5%?
I'll make the motion to accept the 2.5%.
I'd like to do roll call at this time then. Sam Benson,
Here.
Wendy Salatella,
Yes.
Barbara Blackwell.
Here.
So, Madam Chair, the motion will be adopted to base rent increase for 2021 at 2.5%.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's just double check. Is there any member of the public who would like to address the board? I believe there to be no members of the public with any questions for the board at this time.
Great. So at this point in time, the November meeting will be announced. The agenda is subject to change. Once it's finalized, it will communicate it to all. If anybody has anything else?
No, I have nothing. Any board members, anything?
Good.
Just a reminder that we have to renew or make sure we keep an eye out for our envelopes in the mail from the county clerk's office for anybody's position that is going to be expiring.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. Madam Chair, would you like to adjourn the meeting?
If I could have a motion for adjourning the meeting?
I'll make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second
Second?
that. I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion accepted. Meeting adjourned. What time is it?
5:12.
Thank you.
5:12.
Have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
Have a good
All
night.
right. Thank
too,
you.
everyone. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.